Well, welcome back. The unpredictability of this campaign and the campaign trail taking a toll on small business. A new study is finding that the uncertainty level of small business owners reached a 42-year record high in October. The uncertainty is preventing small business owners from making decisions like hiring and investing ahead of the final jobs report before Election Day. Joining us right now is the National Federation of Independent Businesses President and CEO, Juanita Duggan. Juanita, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Maria. Thanks for having me.
And the state of small business is? Characterize it.
Well, you just said that Americans are losing sleep over this election, and that's particularly true among small business. The NFIB Small Business Economic Trends is coming out tomorrow, and the uncertainty index is at an all-time high. It's the highest number we've seen since 1942, and it's directly related to this election.
Why?
Well, because small business owners are always waiting to see what government's going to do to make it harder to do their jobs. And normally in this survey, when you ask them, are you going to invest, are you going to hire, are you going to buy inventory, they say yes or no. It's very unusual for them to say, I don't know. And those people who are responding, I don't know, are off the charts now. And it's clearly because they are worried about the actions of government. They do not know what's going to happen in this election.
But Juanita, it's Duggan McDowell. This is a decline in entrepreneurship that has happened over decades, literally. That the percentage of businesses that are less than a year old is now in the single digits when it used to be in double digits. In the most recent year, we have businesses being started up at near record lows. So it's something bigger than just kind of election anxiety.
There's no question about that, and it's a very good question. We know that now the birth and death rate of businesses has flipped. There are more deaths than births. This is a terrible sign for the economy. And when the uncertainty index is where it is, nobody's going to make any business decisions. It will paralyze the economy. And that is, you're right, a bigger structural issue with the economy. When you consider that small businesses, 97% of businesses in the United States, half the payroll, this is a deep concern, and we see this being played out in this record high number of uncertainty.
Juanita, it's Don Peebles. One of the things I think that I'm a real estate developer. I started a small business that is now a mid-sized business. And one of the challenges has always been getting people to understand the impact of tax increases on small businesses, because most small businesses pay their income taxes at the individual level. And so while a reduction of corporate tax rates would have a positive impact on larger businesses, small businesses feel the burden of any kind of tax increase at the individual level. Are you finding that taxes are dragging money that would be reinvested by small businesses and entrepreneurs back into their businesses and creating more jobs? Is that being an issue that you see that's slowing things down?
That's exactly right. Small business owners are most worried about increases in taxes, this ball and chain regulatory program that has been out of this administration for 8 years, and the increasing costs of Obamacare. This is one of the reasons why NFIB, our main concern in tax reform is to create a single business tax rate that would make sure that small businesses pay exactly the same rate as large corporations.
Yeah.
Right now, you're right, they pay a higher rate.
This is a very important point. And I'm trying to find the road to economic growth in Hillary Clinton's economic plan. Is there a road to growth? Because what she wants to do is raise taxes, that's going to hit small business, raise wages, that's going to be more expense, and build on Obamacare.
Yeah, what happens is that's a disproportionate burden on small businesses. Most jobs in America are now created, in the private sector, are created by small businesses. And I run a business, and the unpredictability of the cost of health care is astonishing. I work for $1 a year in my company, and I got a 1099 for like $6,000. And it was because of my health care policy was considered a Cadillac policy.
Wow.
And I'm actually taxed for it. And I couldn't believe it. I got the first time from our payroll company that manages our payroll.
That's incredible.
Yeah, isn't it?
So, Juanita, is small business for Donald Trump since he wants to lower taxes for small business?
Well, Donald Trump has adopted our plan, the NFIB plan, for a single business tax rate, and we're very excited about that. But at the same time, he's also signaled that he would prefer a raise in the minimum wage. A $12 raise in the minimum wage would give us a job loss of 1.8 million jobs.
He said he wants to leave it up to the states, right? He wants to leave it up to the states?
That is my understanding, but his proposal is actually a little more vague about the way he would do it. He's also signaled that he wants an increase in paid leave. We have some concerns about the way he structured that. So we're very excited about the small business tax rate, and we want to make sure that that is one of the central features of tax reform in the next Congress.
Yeah, well, certainly it would move the needle on economic growth. We know that. Juanita, good to have you on the program. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Maria.
We'll see you soon.